Hello, today we're going to be making a shrimp Marsala. A shrimp Marsala with some baby asparagus. You know, you're going to need some Marsala wine, of course, asparagus, and brown rice. We're going to be having brown rice with that. The brown rice. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, that watermelon, man, is not part of the ingredients. That's for me. I'm just snacking on that while I'm cooking this meal. But now, what you're going to need is, like I said, some Marsala wine, some baby asparagus. These are cremini mushrooms, and I have some chopped rosemary, chopped garlic, chopped olives. That's my rice. I like olives in my rice, so we're gonna do the olives in the rice, along with we're gonna do like a brown rice. You know, the flavor. You know, we want to curry flavor it with a little cumin in it, just to give it that spice with the Marsala sauce. You know, so we can have a combination of flavors going on. All right, we're gonna top that off, the sauce off with some freshness. We want the freshness, so we're gonna put some scallops in there at the end of the sauce. So we're gonna make a Marsala sauce. Oh, of course, this is my fish stock in this here barrel here. You know, I make my own fish stock. All right, and you know, you're gonna need some extra virgin olive oil, some butter, and salt, and you know, for the you know. So what we're gonna do with the asparagus, you know, we're gonna sprinkle some salt. This is sea salt. We're gonna sprinkle some salt on it, like so. And then once we get done with the salt, we want to sprinkle just olive oil. We're gonna sprinkle some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil on it, because we're gonna roast these. We're gonna roast these asparagus. We're gonna roast them. So you want to do it like that, and you want to take some butter, because we want some butter on that. We're gonna take some butter, and we're gonna place the butter on it. We're gonna place the butter. We're gonna place the butter. We're gonna place the butter on. Alright, like that. So you know, you might want to mix it around. Might want to mix it around. Then what we're gonna do with that, once you mix it around, once you mix it around, we want to throw that in the oven, because we're gonna bake that. We're gonna bake that. So we're gonna bake that. Throw that in the oven and bake that. You know, we don't want it to cook too fast, so we're gonna put it on 300. And so while we're getting the other stuff together, okay. Now, what we want to do with the shrimp, we want to cook those all first. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna season it up a little bit. So we're gonna just put we're gonna go with a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna go with the olive oil. Alright, we're gonna go with the rosemary. We're gonna go with the rosemary in. You know? We're gonna put the rosemary in. Which I got this from my garden. You know, it's drying up, but it's dry rosemary, but I mean the flavors, I mean the smell of the rosemary and everything is phenomenal. You know, even though, man, it's dry. Right now, we're gonna put some cracked pepper in here, because you know we want that flavor, that heat. We want that heat. We want the heat. So we're gonna sprinkle some cracked pepper in. We want that heat. And then we're going to put some garlic powder here. We're going to put some garlic powder in here. Okay. If I can open it. Okay, here you go. So we want to sprinkle some garlic powder on. Alright, now, when we do that, we're done with all this stuff. We're done with it now. We're done with it. And what we want to do, turn our heat on. Oh, see, so now we're gonna make, so we're making, man, a shrimp marsala with brown rice and baby asparagus. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to mix this up. We're gonna mix this shrimp up, mix the rosemary and everything up real good in there. All right, and now, we want to saute these first. We're going to throw the shrimp back in the Marsala sauce, but we want to saute them first just to get that level of flavor on there, man, and seal it in. We want to seal it in, that level of flavor in here. We want to seal that in. So what we're going to do is put it in. We want to put a little oil in our pan. Right, we want to put a little oil in our pan, and we want that to get really hot because we want to just saute these and let it just put them in the heat and let them, not really cook all the way, but just to seal that flavor in. To seal that flavor in. And then we're going to take them out. And then we're going to make our sauce, and then we're going to put them back. Then we're going to put them in my sauce, put them in the sauce and let them cook with the sauce. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay, we're waiting on our oil to get hot. All right. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, now again we're gonna start the rice. All right, we're gonna put the olives in the rice. Like I said, I like olives in my rice, so we're gonna put that in. Okay, put the olives in. Put them in. I want everything in. All right, now what I want to do, I want to get the curry in, curry powder. I'll put the curry powder in. All right, and then you see this turmeric. Pardon me, turmeric. This right here is good for inflammation and everything. You can drink this just by itself. If you have inflammation or anything that's wrong in your body, you can just get a cup of turmeric and drink it, and it works really well for inflammation. All right, now, and then we wanna put some butter. Let's put a scoop of butter in here, like that, just a little bit, and then we wanna also drizzle a little olive oil in there. Just a little, and then we're going to run some water on it. Our pan is over there heating up, and then we're going to put that on the stove. See, I'm just preparing a whole meal for you, right before your eyes, So we want to cut that down, man, and put a little thing on it. Now, the pan is heating up. I don't see if you see that smoke on it, but it's really hot. And that's how we want it. We want to throw our shrimp in it. We want to throw our shrimp in it like that there. We want, to get, the flavors sealed up in there. So we want to get them sealed up in there. All the heat, just the extra flavor that we have there, which isn't much. Just a little garlic powder, a little rosemary, and some cracked peppers. But you know, it will be phenomenal. You know, when you mix it up with the sauce and put it back in the sauce, you know, this flavor will not go away. Just layer of flavor here. Okay, so we want to be able to do that. All right, so now we kind of cook these down. Cook down a little more, so just to get that flavor on there. I want to cut the heat up, so I want to cook this fairly quickly. Really quickly. Alright, look at it. Wow. Alright, now. Alright, so they get to where we want them. And that's where we want them, right there. You know, a little thickness in it, but not fully cooked. We want to take them off. I'm going to take them off. I'm going to take them off. Man, that rosemary smells so phenomenal in this dish. It just smells so phenomenal. So now, we want to leave all that flavor in there. See, we want to leave all that flavor in there in the pan. So what we do? Oh, that rosemary smells so good. We want to put a little more oil in there, like so. Like so. And now we're gonna start making our sauce. We're gonna start making our sauce for the Marsala sauce, simple Marsala. And look, I'm gonna check out now, and I'll be right back with you. You know, I chopped up my scallions, and now we're going for the sauce. All right, we're gonna first add our garlic in here. I want to get it all in. Add our mushrooms like that. And because I don't want to toss this around, I'm gonna get a spoon and just toss it and let these mushrooms cook down. Toss it like this. Toss it in, let the mushroom and garlic, blend together. Mushroom and garlic blend together. Right there. Cut the heat up. Cut it down. Let's them blend together. Okay? Alright. Let them blend together. Okay, I got my wine on. I'm going to bring my fish stock over. Bring my fish stock over. And bring my wine. Okay, so we're going to need those. Okay. The mushrooms are cooking down under the olive oil. Okay, these crimson mushrooms give it a rich flavor. Okay, a rich flavor. Okay, a very rich flavor. The aromas are really nice. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add the wine now. going to add the dry wine to the mushroom. Now we want to take a generous amount of the wine and put it in like that. Be generous because we're making a sauce. And remember that this wine, which is Marsala wine, this is an Italian dish. Alright, but usually they make it with chicken and things like that. But because I don't eat chicken, I'm gonna do a shrimp Marsala. And we're gonna have fun with this. So once the wine cooks down, we'll add our seafood stock to it, and also add our shrimp, and then we'll cook it down, and possibly, I'm gonna add with the wine, because I want a rich sauce. I want to add this a scoop of butter with that, because I want a rich sauce, So I'll put the butter in. Okay, I want a rich sauce. See, I'm gonna add the butter in, which would give it like a more creamy texture, over there. Okay, so now we're gonna cream it on up with the butter. Okay, and we're going to let that cook down. And, once I add the stock in, maybe a taste of salt and taste it. So, I might thicken it up, and then, our sauce should be made. There's a lot of flavor in my chicken stock. I mean, not my chicken stock, but my seafood stock. There's a lot of flavors going on in here. These flavors are mingling with this. And so what we're going to do, we're going to allow this to cook down. We're going to add our stock. We're going to add our stock. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover it up and let it cook down. So we're going to bring it back up to a boil. We're going to bring it back up to a boil. We're going to let it come back up to a boil. Matter of fact, I'm going to cover it up. Because if I cover it up a minute, heat is going to come. So listen, I'll be right back. We're going to stir our shrimp in and then let it come back to a boil. Usually what people do is they just make the sauce and pour it over the shrimp. But because I want more flavor, and I want my flavors to mingle one with the other, then I'm going to do it like this here and put them in there and let it boil, so I can make everything together. And you're going to see how we're going to do this. So we're going to let that mingle. So I'm going to cover it up and bring it to a boil and let that mingle. And then I got a little cornstarch over here as a thickening agent that I'm going to stir in and just thicken it up and let it. In fact, what I need to do, I need to do that right now. I need to I need to just do that right now. I need to add it in. Look at here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add it in because I can't hold the camera and add it in too. So I need to stir while I'm adding it in. So I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to show you what we're going to have. What it's thickened up. So now what we're going to do We got it. We mingled it together. We mingled it together. And so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add our scallops. You know, we turned it off. So off the heat. So we're gonna add our scallops in. Okay? We're gonna add our scallops in. And let me just get the rest of these off of here. And we're gonna stir them in. Right? We're gonna stir them in. Right? Okay. Alright, so now, you know, because I put the scallops in, because usually the Marsala sauce don't go with the scallops, but you know, I like mushrooms and onions. So, I'm going to put the scallops in. And you know, I'm going to come back, man, and we're going to plate this here, and we're going to plate it, and show you how it look on the plate. Alright, later. Alright, there you have it. Shrimp Marsala with brown curry rice. Well, I know that's kind of strange, right? But look here, it's my flavor. With olives and some baby asparagus. There you go. Another one down in the books. Boy, this looks so tasty. I'm gonna enjoy this. Alright then, later.